Hi, I'm Nick Noel, the manager of the Student Media Center, and today I'm going to show you how to use this, the green screen. So basically, the green screen allows us to replace the background with any kind of video or image we have. So that way we can go from being in a studio to being on a desert island or underwater or even outer space. Pretty cool, right? So let's go see how we did that. Okay, so I have imported my media into Final Cut, and that's up here. And then I've also brought it down into the timeline here. And I've made sure to cut one of my clips so that the keyer effect isn't going to be on all of this. I only want it on this section. So make sure that only the clip that you want it on is selected, basically. Okay, so I'm going to select this clip, then I'm going to open effects, they're over here, and then I'm going to grab this keyer effect and drag it over to the clip I want to use. And as you can see, it then keys out all the green. Now, I believe green is the default, but you should be able to change it if you use a different color. When you're doing these, the main colors are green and blue because they don't show up in human skin tone that often. So it's safe to remove them and you won't remove something you're not intending to. So another thing to keep in mind when you're using the green screen is to make sure you're not wearing any clothing that isn't, that it's the same color as the screen you're using, or else you'll disappear basically. Okay, so I've gotten rid of this green, and now I want to bring it in I want to bring in the background image. So I'm going to grab my desert island, bring that and shorten it up a bit. Then my underwater section. Oops. Okay. Shorten that up as well. And then outer space. So we've got that. Kind of want to get these next to each other. So you don't want to have any gaps in the background image or else it'll go back to black or green. Okay. So we run through that real quick and see. We also see the problem is these images are slightly too small, so we end up with these black bars at the edge of the image. So to fix that, we're going to select it, go over to our inspector, which you can select through here, and then go to scale, and then just slowly scale it up so that you get to the just big enough to fill the whole image. And we can do the same thing. Select this. Scale up. Now ideally, you want to have images that are the same resolution as the video you shot, but it's not always possible. So this is just kind of a quick way to fix any of those issues that might come up. Okay, so we've got our three images here, but if you look, you can see where the color was slightly different on our original image. So in fact, if we go up, if we select this clip and go up here, we can see the original. And you can see how this section's a little bit darker and it's causing some problems. In fact, if we go to this view, you can see all the stuff that's being keyed out, and this section isn't being keyed out that well. So we have two ways of fixing it. One, well, there's more than two ways, but two easy ways of fixing it. So one is, since I know that I never moved past about here, past the midpoint in this, what I can do is just on my video, come up here, go to crop, and just crop out that right part until you don't see any distortion anymore. So if we go through, now everything looks normal. And if we go back up here to kind of turn off the view, you can see how we've just cropped out this video and the background image is basically just replaced it. So we've just taken this whole video that isn't working that well out of the equation. However, there may be instances where that isn't going to work. If you move back and forth, oops, not scale. If you move back and forth across the image, then cropping it isn't going to work. So we're going to move this back, and instead of cropping it, we're going to make sure that original is turned on, so without any effect. Then we're going to hit sample color here, and we're going to just select this darker area so that when we go back, now that distortion is gone as well. So what we've done is made the color that the effect is looking for this darker color, so it makes sure that it keys out that area. Sorry, this darker color. So make sure it keys out that part as well as the rest of it. So that's basically how you do that. So if you'd like to experiment with that or interested in trying it out, come down to the Student Media Center and check it out. Thanks. Bye.